sweet friends. Welcome back to the vlog. My name's Sydney if you're new here. Today we're gonna be doing a study crawl. But yeah, it is 10:42 right now. We're going on to campus, gonna get my bike, and then we're gonna start this study crawl. I am prepared with a muffin and I packed my lunch as well. And I guess we're just gonna be taking you around campus, showing you different study spots, and maybe doing a time lapse or something of me studying. I don't know, but it's gonna be fun. Probably won't be super long because I'm not gonna make you sit there and watch me study in real time. Anyhow, I'm excited to get going. It's a beautiful day out, and yeah, I'll see you as we get going. I'm finally parked on campus. That took so long. I guess today at Purdue, a lot of our spots are reserved because we have voting going on, which, by the way, everyone should vote and exercise the democratic right that they have. But it took me a hot minute to get a spot, but I ended up getting one really close to where I need to be, so thank goodness. Gonna head to my bike now. We're at Chaney-Hale Hall of Science. We're gonna hit the books. Alright, I've been here for approximately a little bit over an hour, so on to the next. That was a rough one. I definitely spent over an hour in there in Hampton Hall. I think next we'll either go to the PMU or mechanical engineering maybe. Alright, we made it to the PMU. I'm gonna study here for a bit. I don't know where I'll go next, maybe Lilly, but yeah, I'm really enjoying this. This is so fun and it's such a beautiful day. It is packed upstairs, so I'm going downstairs to study. Unfortunately, it is so loud and I'm really hungry, so I'm distracted, so I'm finishing this video and then I might get food and pop over to Lilly. That burger was fire! Time to go to Lilly. Alright, my dear friends, I think that concludes the study crawl. It is 3:23, I believe. I've been at it for a while. I'm ready to be done before work. It's so beautiful outside. Hey, we're back in the car. Like I said, it's around 3:30-ish. I biked back. I have work at 5. I'd like to go back to my apartment, but I usually try to get here around an hour before work, and I don't think I'm gonna be able to get parking. So it really only gives me like 30 minutes, so I'm not gonna leave. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe I'll change and go inside and then walk outside. I don't know, it's such a beautiful day. But I didn't really talk much during this vlog, so I'm gonna fill you in on some things while I'm in the car right now. first of all, the things that I studied. I mostly studied genetics, but I also did some of my English final paper. Yeah, both those things took me a while, especially genetics, but we're making headway. I'm feeling pretty good about it. I need to really get on top of that because I have a meeting with my professor tomorrow morning. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I could rate the places I went. So first I went to Chaney-Hale Hall of Science. Chaney-Hale Hall of Science. And then I went to Hampton, which is an engineering hall. Then I believe I went to the PMU, which is the Purdue Memorial Union. And then lastly, I went to Lilly Hall, which is like life sciences or just sciences. But I'd say my favorite of those was Chaney-Hale, Chaz. It's our lab building. First of all, you can write on the walls. They're whiteboards, as you can see in the video that I took earlier. Maybe I'll reinsert it. But it's also just like really beautiful with all the windows and you can see out and it's fairly quiet. People don't tend to talk in there very much, especially on the upper floors. It kind of gets quieter as you go up. And then I would say next is probably Hampton. Again, it was just really beautiful view. It was bright in there. There was a lot of people, but it wasn't loud. Normally I would rate Lilly second. That's my third pick. I would rate that one second most of the time because I get a seat, but it was just so busy today. I could not get a table. I couldn't get a seat. I had that one that you saw where it was like recording me from the side because I was just in like this weird booth thing. It was alright, just not my favorite. And then last, PMU, because I just cannot focus in there. I think if I would have gone upstairs, it would have been perfectly fine. But I had to go downstairs because the upstairs was full. It's really beautiful in there upstairs. Downstairs just like food, so everyone's always eating and really busy and really loud and chatty, which is fine, but it just wasn't optimal for me to study. And I also was hungry at that point, so I was definitely very distracted. But yeah, I would say that's my ranking. So Chaz, Hampton, Lilly, and then PMU. But normally the PMU is great. Don't let that deter you. Also, hopefully you all can enjoy my beautiful bike ride and just like the scenery. I know it wasn't great. I took some short videos because I didn't really want to record anyone while they were walking. Don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, but hopefully you got to see how nice it is on campus when it's the end of spring, or that's kind of how it looks at the beginning of fall with all the trees having leaves and it being very green out. But yeah, that's all I have today. I do have work at 5, as I mentioned. And then after that, I'll probably go home and then I don't know. We'll see. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't mind me just getting hotter and like slowly getting shiny, and you know, it's very hot. My car is not on. I need to turn it on.